Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. In today's video, we are doing a greenish eye look. This is the Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later primer. I am using 3 palettes in this video. This is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic. I have the Mint to Be palette from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This was something that I picked up at Walmart. And then the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette, which I was very surprised that I actually enjoyed this palette, because I really didn't like the mauve one. So just so you guys know, all of this is real-time speed. I haven't sped any of this up. All I have done is cut out every time I looked away, or I hunted for something, or I dropped brushes, or the usual things that I do. Yeah, I wanted to make this as easy as possible. This is just a minty eye look. I am using the Mint to Be palette on the one eye for that one green shade. And then I went into the Huda palette here in just a second to go over that shade. So I use the same shade on both eyes as like a base, but it doesn't show up very well because of the fact that it's a very pastel shade. I mean, I'm fair, but this is lighter than I am. So it does show up, it's just not as opaque. And any boo-boos that I make, I do try and fix. But the just so you know, glitter fallout, yeah, it was kind of bad. So this is the minty shade that's in the Huda palette. I'm using it to kind of deepen, but as you look, it's just a little bit, just a hint darker than the first shade that I used. So I was like, well, this isn't going to work out very much. That's a Farrah brush, by the way, that I'm using. It's very soft. I like it. I wish I had more from this brand. To be honest, I really enjoy the brushes. So I think I was on the phone, or maybe I was listening to music or something. Oh, I was listening to music in my headphones. Now that's the darkest shade, the only other matte shade in that little e.l.f. Mint to Be palette, and I use this to deepen the outer edge and stuff like that. These little e.l.f. palettes are really kind of cute. They're handy, they blend well, and I'm wondering if maybe I should just depot all of the ones that I have and put them in their own little magnetic palette. So I have like a mega e.l.f. palette. Because I have both of the mint ones. So I have Mint to Be, mint chocolate chip. I have rose water. I have acai so serious, or the acai one. I have the carnival one, and a couple of them were actually sent to me from e.l.f. So I'm wondering if maybe once I get moved that I should try and depot this. Now this is a BH brush. As you can see, the black is coming off the handle. And this shade really needs a finger or a more dense brush because I had fallout like crazy. This is a middle row dark, shimmery green. It's almost got a black base, or maybe it does have a black base. It's just super, super dark green metallic shade. And for whatever reason, I didn't notice that the top line on this eye wasn't as blended as I would have normally done it. Well, I also have hooded eyes, and one of my eyes is partially deep set, so that also doesn't help matters. So I did notice that on that eye, it was not as blended in the crease as I would have normally liked it, and I'm being very careful here to lightly swipe that under the outer edge. So I close my eye to put things down, and then if you notice, I do open my eyes to see what they look like. And I have a bad habit of raising my eyebrows when I do eye looks. I know I do. It's a very bad habit. So basically I'm just gingerly putting this on the eyelid. Now that's that darker of the two shimmer shades in this palette. It's super chunky, and it's a little on the sheer side, so you do have to build it up, but it is very, very, very soft in the pan. So you can use any brush, I believe, to pick this up because it is super soft and it goes on really well. And if you notice, I'm leaving a little bit of voided space at the lash line. I kind of didn't purposefully put product there because I'm going to use some stuff from the Galaxy Chic palette instead. There, I'm putting it on just a little bit, but I do go back in a second. So I did go back and do it. I forgot I had done that. Now into the Galaxy Chic palette, I am using that Mercury shade. These are like marbled shades, so you get like a couple of different colors here, depending on how you use it. And this, I'm working it underneath, and then I'm going into that shade Pluto. It's like a purple, but it's also kind of like a gray that I am using on my eye for the inner corner. I was doing like a purple and green kind of thing here. And then there's that other shade. This is Comet. It's a very similar shade to the one I used on my lid, but I wanted it closer to my lash line. It's a little bit more on the blue side than the other shade that I used. So that's why I use that. So I'm using 3 shades out of here so far. Plus it's a different texture. So if you look, the stuff on my lid, you can actually see the texture of it. It's a little bit on the chunky side compared to the shade that I'm using right along my lash line, which is a little bit more smooth. Now that's the Aphrodite shade that is in the Galaxy Chic palette. So I'm doing like a red and green kind of thing here, but it's like the grungy version of red and green. This is such a really pretty like cranberry color. I also use Prometheus if I'm not mistaken. I did edit this yesterday. This is the 14th that I am editing this right now, doing the voiceover. I edited the actual video footage yesterday because we were a whole lot of not busy, and so on breaks and lunch and stuff, I got that done. So today I'm doing the voiceover because I was too tired last night to do it. But yeah, just trying to get a bunch of stuff edited for you guys and filmed and ready because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get stuff going at the house. And depending on how many like extra videos I have, maybe in January you guys will get a video like every day, or you know, like a solid week of videos every day, just for the fact that I have too many. Now this is that lighter shade. It's a minty, like duochrome looking shade. It's like white, but it's also green at the same time. So it's a super, super light, icy green and white shade combo. So if you like look at it straight on, it looks white, but if you shift it, it looks minty. So that is the Spare Time liner from ColourPop that I'm using in my waterline. It takes just a little bit for this to warm up to the eye. As you can see, it doesn't look like anything is going on, so it does take a minute for it to warm up. And I did a very, very light wash on there. This is the Oraceli Ojos Perfectos, and I think it's like gilded or gold. I don't know, it's a gold shade. This is a super soft metallic shade. I wanted to keep this eye a little bit on the lighter side because that's a lighter kind of colored eye, whereas the other one was more dark and grungy. And I can see the unblendedness on that lid now. Look at it. But because my eyelid like folds up into my head on that eye, because it's more deep set on that side, I didn't realize how bad it was until I went to look at the photos of it. There's the Prometheus shade. What am I doing with that? Tapping it into the brush. Oh, well, we're going underneath of it. Instead of using Aphrodite, I used Prometheus underneath the eye to blend that out because it's like a lighter version of Aphrodite. It's like the Aphrodite shade and a white shade mixed in the Prometheus shade, which is really pretty. And this is one of my older BH palettes, and it's still beautiful. Going back into Mercury to punch up the lower lash line on the other eye because I've already done, you know, concealer. Oh, I think this was the day that I tested out that other foundation again. The one that makes me itch. So probably not a good thing. And then I noticed that I had lost some depth on this eye, so I just went back in and built it back up because when I open my eyes, you cannot really see that color. So I wanted to make sure that I built that up just a little bit more, which is what I did. I went ahead and built it up so that you could see the color when I open my eyes, because there's a whole lot of my eye that you don't see when my eyes are open. All right, what are we doing here? And yep, check it. Looks good. Wait, why are you looking away? Where are you going? Oh yeah, mascara. This stuff is actually not bad, but it stays wet for a while. So if you use this mascara, like put it on your lashes and don't like blink or anything. And I would say do the top lashes first and then do the bottom. like after a minute because doing it like the top first and then going right into the bottom when you sneeze creates a very huge mess. Just speaking from experience here, sneezing after putting this mascara on is very, very bad. Like very bad. I have never had such a mascara mess when I use other mascaras because this stays wet so long. This is that Benefit They're Real mascara. I mean, it does nice things to my lashes. It gives some definition. It gives some thickness at the base, and I got a weird spot on my eye. So I use my fingernail to get that out. I mean, and the little bristle, still don't understand why the hell there's a little ball thing at the end of this one, but you know, it is what it is. But I mean, it does make my lashes look really nice, so I like using it. And this is just a little sample guy. I don't know if I got this at an Ipsy or if I bought it from Ulta or something because I wanted to make sure that I had like a bunch of like little ones that I could test out, and the holiday ones that they have for like mascaras and stuff. I wouldn't mind getting those. I didn't do anything like that this year because I have plenty of like little mascaras to test out right now. And I have an eyelash that's going upwards, so I'm just trying to rearrange it. As I've said in other videos, and just in case you're unaware, my eyelashes don't grow the way they're supposed to all the time. So I have some lashes that grow up and some lashes that grow in towards my eye and some lashes that don't grow at the lash line, they grow somewhere else. So there's a condition for that. I don't know what the heck it's called though. I don't remember what the doctor called it. But here are the finished eye looks, and I do turn the ring light down just a little bit so you can see some of the differences in the colors. Hello, focus camera. Hello. Oh, there we go. Kind of like a grungy minty green eye, and then we have the dark. And if you look where my lid folds up into my eye, it's very unblended there. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't notice that until after I started like looking at the photos and stuff. Because when my eyes folded into my head, I don't see it. So yeah, here's the finished look. What do you guys think? I have like 8 more palettes to get through to use up all the palettes before I do my big declutter video. And since I'm moving, that declutter video is going to have to wait. Anyways, I am Rebecca Oberstadt. Let me know what you guys think down below. Would you wear either of these 2 eye looks? And if not, what would you change? I will see you guys in another video very soon. Ooh, look at that highlight. Ooh. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.